Hello everybody, Mr. Ristow here. It is Sunday afternoon and we are at the end of winter break already. It's already been about 10 days or so since the last video update. Hope you guys had a great, relaxing, enjoying break. You were able to spend some time away from school and get away from studies and whatnot for a little while. Get away from Tonk Online GSE for a while. But this video update is going to be covering real briefly this last unit. So we're ready to get back at it. These materials are going to be made available. In fact, I think the materials are already you see on the calendar, and the folder is going to be made available, if it's not already available, sometime later today and into tomorrow. Let me first start off by saying you've done a great job so far, everyone, staying on top of things, getting your work done, especially those summatives. Another reminder, some of you, a small handful of you, 2 or 3 of you, have not completed that last Unit 5 summative exam, so that's going to need to be made up, and it needs to be submitted as soon as possible. It is now considered late, so that means a 10% deduction. There is an even smaller handful of you that are missing multiple summative exams now, and those previous ones, I can take off as many points as I want. Remember that. So you're looking right now at probably half credit for some of those. And you want to get those in. You need to get those in. There's only about 3 weeks left of the semester. So you need to complete those and get those in. All right. We're going to move on then to this last unit, Unit 6. And you can see that on my screen. Again, my screen might look a little different than yours, but I'm on the materials page. And the reason I did it this way this time is to kind of show you what this last unit is going to consist of. It's going to be really laid back, really chill. We're done with economics. And this last unit you can see here is essentially called Global News Events. So when you open this up, in fact, if you take a look at the description, it says this is a combined unit for the purpose of the summer course, which I teach in the summer. Within it, you'll have some resources that you may use if you're stuck with a current event idea, but the main focus is to be finding a current event news story and then analyzing the source and summarizing the event. You must not use an encyclopedia entry of any kind. You are not to use an opinion piece of any kind, an opinion article that includes an editorial, any kind of infographic, none of that. It must be a credible news source from a news story, okay? Credible news stories may have a political bias. That needs to be acknowledged in your write-up, but should not be an opinion or only an explanation of the event. It has to be a news story, a news report. All right, so in essence, the bottom line is you're going to be finding 6 news articles pertaining to or relating to 6 different places of the world, which I'll explain here in a moment. Notice the absolute deadline for this unit and all remaining missing summative items is January 21st. That is the last day of the semester. That is the absolute last day I will accept any summative work. The formative work is done. Okay? So no longer am I accepting any formative work. Summative work, previous missing summative exams, of course, I just got done saying you can submit. The absolute deadline day, including this unit, is January 21st. No credit is going to be given to any work beyond that deadline. All right? So it's really important that you get these items in. Now, what are these items? Let's take a look. When you open up your folder, you're going to see a folder here that's called, basically the first topic area, geographic area, deals with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So what you need to do is you're going to go to that folder first. I suppose it wouldn't have to be Israel-Palestine first, because you also notice you have one here dealing with Iran, a couple here with China, one with Russia, and then one with the UK and the issues surrounding Brexit, when Brexit was passed a couple of years ago. All right, so when you open up each folder, you're going to see a folder there that's called homework assignments. And this is the assignment then that's given. This is the summative that's given for each folder. It is a global summative current event. You'll notice that it is on your calendar already. Here it is. Okay. And these are 10-point summative assignments. Open up the assignment, and it's going to be really critical that you read the instructions for each article, because they're going to be a little bit different. So don't just assume that they're all the same. So for this particular one, it says you are to find an article from a credible news source relating to Israel and or the Palestinian territories from the last 2 weeks. Okay? The article should be about the ongoing conflict between the two sides. However, it may also be about the enduring issues that both sides cannot resolve, whether they be about Jerusalem, land disputes, water rights, borders. The article should not necessarily be about domestic issues within Israel and Palestine, unless they involve policies relating to the other side. So make sure that you read the article, analyze it, and I have the attached form that you're going to use to complete your write-up. The form is going to be the same no matter what current event summative you're doing. Okay, I'm always going to attach that. Submit the form. Once you've completed it, you're going to submit the form to the Schoology Dropbox. Full credit for full credit assignments must be submitted by the due date, which you know is January 21st. Any late assignments will be docked 10%. Okay, so anything submitted after the 21st will have a point deduction, just like we've done all semester. Remember, it must be a news article. I will take points off. In fact, I may not even accept if it's not a news article. No blogs, no editorials, no summaries, no opinion pieces or anything like that. That will cost you points. Okay? So, that's the Israel and Palestinian one. Now, I told you that the directions for each one are going to be very subtly different. So let me show you what I mean by that. You'll also have a summative article then for Iran. Okay? So when you open up the Iran summative current event, you'll see the instructions here. Now they look the same, but notice that this article can be about the ongoing tensions between the U.S. and Iran. However, it may also be about current domestic and foreign policy issues within Iran, especially issues surrounding the nuclear contention, the nuclear issue between the U.S. and Iran. So again, make sure that you are reading the instructions very carefully. Okay. One other thing I want to point out is that you noticed here that there are two relating to China. All right. So here's another great example about the differences between the two. Make sure you read the instructions. For the first China one, the article should be about China and the role of the government and the role of power that they have over their people. I call it state power. Okay, so it could be could be an article pertaining to how the Chinese government has restricted civil rights, censorship, those kinds of things. Read the instructions for more details. Notice the second one is more about civil society, which means the article should be more about the people. All right, so again, read the instructions. Very subtle, but yet different focuses for each article. All right, and then you've got the last couple folders. One deals with Russia, and then, like I said, the last one here deals with Brexit and the United Kingdom. All right, so you're going to have 6 of these all told. All of them are due by the 21st. Once you've completed all 6 of these, you're essentially done with the course. Okay, so that's kind of a motivation to get these things wrapped up. There should be no reason why any of these should be late. All right, just follow them in order if you want to, or you can complete them in any order you wish. All right, I'll have the drop boxes open. Remember, these are 10 points. They are summative. So you're looking at 60 summative points here, right? And kind of the last couple weeks here to improve a grade for the course. All right. That's about it for this folder. Again, I'll have everything available either later today or sometime tomorrow, and everybody can get this last unit wrapped up. All right, and if you have any questions about this unit, obviously message me, email me, and if you have questions about the article itself, if you have questions about the source that you're taking it from, please ask me. Okay, I give you a lot of great examples within the instructions about what sources I'm going to accept. Okay, but if you're not sure, just let me know. All right. With that reminder, get your missing summatives submitted if that pertains to you. Okay. Other than that, have a great rest of your weekend, great rest of your Sunday, and have a great week. We only have a couple weeks left to go. All right, guys. Thanks, and bye for now.